The sun was setting, casting an amber glow through the windows. Emma hummed softly as she stirred a pot on the stove, unaware of the change that was about to come. Max, however, was always alert, his loyal eyes watching the street outside. A black sedan rolled slowly down the street, its headlights piercing through the darkening evening. Something about it felt wrong. Max stood up, his ears twitching, his body tense. Max's keen senses picked up on something amiss. His muscles tightened, and a low growl rumbled deep in his chest. The figure approached the front door with purpose, his movements deliberate and unhurried. Max's growl deepened, but Emma was still unaware, humming as she moved around the kitchen. The doorbell rang sharply, breaking the peaceful silence. Emma wiped her hands on her apron and walked toward the door, unaware of the impending danger. Before Emma could reach the door, it was slammed open. A masked man stormed inside, pushing Emma back. Max sprang to his feet, teeth bared, ready to protect his family. The intruder grabbed Emma, yanking her away from the kitchen counter. Max's powerful body lunged at the man, but the figure was quick, pulling Emma in front of him like a shield. Max's determination burned in his eyes. With a burst of strength, he jumped at the man, knocking his arm away. Emma fell back, hitting the floor, but her eyes were wide with fear and disbelief. "Max! Get him!" Emma cried out, her voice trembling as she tried to crawl to safety. She knew her dog wouldn't let her down. Max wasn't going to let anyone harm Emma. With a deep growl, he lunged at the intruder, this time knocking him off balance and sending him crashing into the kitchen table. The intruder, now rattled by Max's relentless attack, scrambled to his feet, his face pale with fear. He darted toward the door, desperate to escape. Max wasn't about to stop. He chased the intruder out into the yard, his body a blur of golden fur in the moonlight. He wasn't just protecting Emma, he was fighting for her life. Inside, Emma trembled, her heart racing. She couldn't believe what had just happened, but she knew Max was out there, giving everything to keep her safe. Max stood over the intruder, his teeth bared in a menacing snarl. The man, now on his knees, pleaded for mercy, but Max didn't back down. With one last terrified glance, the intruder turned and fled into the night, disappearing into the shadows of the neighborhood. Max returned to Emma, his tail wagging as he bounded toward her. She rushed to him, falling into his embrace, tears streaming down her face. The adrenaline began to fade as Emma and Max sat together, the storm of fear passing. They were safe, thanks to Max. Emma looked at Max with tears in her eyes, whispering, "Thank you, my hero." Their bond was unbreakable. From playful afternoons in the park to quiet nights spent together, Max had always been there for her. Max wasn't just a dog. He was her protector, her friend, her family. Through thick and thin, they had been there for each other. That night, Emma couldn't help but reflect on how much Max meant to her. He had saved her life, but he had always been there, loving her unconditionally. Max's loyalty knew no bounds. He had never asked for anything in return, but his love for Emma was constant, unwavering. The sun rose the next morning, casting a warm light over the house. Emma and Max woke up, a new day beginning, but their bond had grown stronger than ever. Sitting on the porch with Max by her side, Emma felt a deep sense of gratitude. Life could be uncertain, but with Max, she knew she was never alone. Word of Max's bravery spread throughout the neighborhood. Neighbors stopped by to express their admiration, calling him a hero. Max didn't care about the attention. He simply wanted to be with Emma, to know she was safe. But today, he was the hero. As they walked through the quiet streets, Emma and Max knew that no matter what happened, they would always have each other. Max never stopped watching. He was always ready, always protecting Emma, his one true love. Together, they looked forward to a future filled with love, laughter, and more moments like this. Through every trial, every fear, and every victory, their bond remained unbreakable. For Max and Emma, their love was more than just a bond, it was a promise.